Hey gang, it's Dave Cudlack from The Adventure Awaits. Thought it was time to give you another drone overview of where we have been for the last week in Yeppoon. And Tricia and I were out having a long walk on the beach, and I was playing with the drone, and I spied a couple of fishermen way out on the point. And I'll put that in relative terms to you shortly as I give you an aerial overview of where we are on the beach versus where these two fishermen are. One thing to note here is the tide is at peak low tide in order to get to this point, and that whole entire point and the area behind those two gentlemen is completely covered at high tide. So hopefully they have an alarm set on their watch so they don't get taken in by the tide as it comes rushing in a few hours. But it was a lovely spot to shoot the drone from today, walking along the beach. And we've been here, as I said, for about a week, and it's been drizzly and rainy. And this was the first day we've seen the sun since Monday. It's now Thursday. And it was good to get off the boat for a bit and have a walk around. And I wanted to give you an aerial overview of the marina that we have been staying in, which is the Keppel Bay Marina. And the islands that you see off to the front of you there and then off to the right in a moment is the Keppel Group. And Great Keppel Island is part of that group. And earlier last week we took a trip out on Friday and had a tour around by the boat, did a little bit of fishing, and that was the way that we came in on the Thursday last week, was from the south that you saw there. And some video you'll see in a moment was taken from that outcropping, that point as we swung through. And you can't see us, but Tricia and I are small specks there on the beach just underneath those white houses. But this is the Great Keppel Bay Marina and the local Coast Guard building you will see here in a moment. The Beach's restaurant is to your left. Lovely spot for dinner. It's a farm-to-table type organic restaurant. And then there is a waterline cafe, which is right behind that yellow container that you see on the opposite side of the water where the boat ramps are. The waterline cafe is open most days and does a fantastic meal. And the marina to your right is where we've been moored since Thursday of last week. And there are some apartments that you can rent that are there on your left-hand side and also near the Beach's restaurant. And you'll notice how low the docks are relevant to the vertical piers or piles that the docks move up and down. Those are almost submerged when it's at high tide. It'll swing anywhere from 12 to 15 feet. 4 to 5 meters worth of tide variance between high tide and low tide here. You can get ferries out to the Great Keppel Island. You can charter a fishing boat. You can rent your own cruising boat to cruise the islands. And it's quite a popular spot, easy to get to. And easy to get to the town of Yeppoon, which is about 5 kilometers away. You can easily get a shuttle to and from the town. There's bus service that will get you to Rockhampton. So it's a lovely little spot. And the outcropping, or that island that you see right in front of you, you will see squared center in a moment, because I am at the end of that pier, or that long outcropping of the island, taking this next set of videos. That point that you see right there at the end of that outcropping is where the fishermen were standing, and then the beach where Tricia and I walked down to get to the lookout point called Bluff Point, where I was taking this video from in terms of operating the drone. There you see Yeppoon, the town of Yeppoon in the background, and in a moment you'll see a dark flat space in the middle of this island area here, and that's where the platform is where I was operating the drone. And then I'll give you another swing back around so that you can see the further out on the coastline. This would be the central coast of Queensland. Beautiful colors, very calm day today, and it looks like we will be going to Airlie Beach by car tomorrow, back down to Yeppoon next Thursday, and then to Hervey Bay on Friday. Take care, folks. The adventure continues.